Hi guys, welcome once again to my YouTube channel, Mr. Edward igama lami nguSimpiwe. And if this is the first time watching, thank you so much and please do subscribe. So what I want to do is I want to do a top 5 of my favorite albums to come out in the year of 2019. I feel like people who follow me on social media especially would know that most of the time what I talk about on my social media feed is music and everything that has to do with the music that I listen to, the music that I love, the music that I don't really like. So most like my social media presence is made up of discussions surrounding music. The albums I want to focus on here are the albums that came out in South Africa. So I want to do my favorite local albums. So I really wish that I could say that this is of no particular order. And so this is not really from a best to worst or from a worst to best kind of thing. It's just from the best album to the bestest, according to me, of course. So at number 5 we have the album coming from Amy Faku or Ami Faku. This album is pure gold. Like it is sung mostly in Xhosa, and I was just blown away. And to say I was blown away with this album is really an understatement, because you know I heard the singles before it came out and I was like, okay, let me pre-add this album on my Apple Music so that when it comes out I'm actually gonna listen to it and I'll see if I really like the body of work, because the singles were really impressive and I really enjoyed them. So the album came out and yeah, like I still listen to it almost every day, and I honestly believe that Amy Faku should or deserves the same kind of success that Zahara enjoyed, especially with her debut album. That is how good I think the album is, and I give it 5 stars out of 5 because like wow. If you haven't listened to it yet, listen to Amy Faku's album and you're not gonna regret it, because you know my taste is known to be very top tier. So, yeah. So the next album on my list is an album titled Elements by a girl named Elaine. You know, when I first listened to this album, I never thought in my mind that it came out of South Africa. Like it sounded like something from America, because the quality of the production on this album, it is just out of this world. It was amazing. Like the album is amazing. Of course, my first thoughts when I heard the album was, you know, it reminds me of her, the American R&B artist. But then better, if I may say. Like anyway, like this is not even about her, so let's not talk about her. This album is so good. It deserves all the praise that it can get. Like the girl did what she had to do. Like this was impressive. This blew me the fuck away. So every time a new album drops and I listen to it and I'm really impressed, I recommend that one of my friends, Marcus, listens to the album, and if he does co-sign, trust and believe, it is that good. So he did co-sign this album, and sometimes when albums this good come out, especially locally, I really sort of wish that we had a chart as well, just to give us a sense of, because you know albums do get consumed a lot, especially when an album like this one blows up, because a lot of people did listen to it and a lot of people do love the album. I really would have loved to see how it would have performed if we had a chart. I don't know, it's just a thought. I feel like I have to mention the fact that local music has been in such a good state for quite a couple of years now, you know, and it's not only these 5 albums that came out of this year that I love, but I just wanted to do 5 because, you know, just to narrow it down to the best of the best that I feel I enjoyed the most. Because at number 3 we have an album which also happens to be an R&B album from an artist that I actually discovered this year as well. Her name is Ayanda Gia, and the album is titled I Understand. Again, R&B gold. on one of her songs, I think it features Aries, if not the one that features Doe GT. She mentions the fact that she's heavily influenced by Jill Scott, and in the music you can actually hear it. That yeah, like there's some influence there, and it's not just Jill Scott though; it's her. Like she is amazing. The album is just there's no flaw. Honestly, there's no flaw. Like you can put it against the greats of R&B in America, and it would hold its own because it is a very great album. And actually, I would like for everyone who actually watches this to take some time and actually go and listen because it is a great album. It is a great album. I understand it features the likes of Aries, Zion, Doji T. There's also like one gospely song somewhere there, and it is just a great album. Everything about her and everything about the music and the production just screams international standard. So I'm very happy that the girls are actually bringing it with their music. Like they're not just giving it like half-ass music and expecting us to consume it, and be happy with it. But they're actually doing the absolute most, and we have to applaud and we have to stand for it because wow, it is a great album. So I Understand by And Gia is at number 3. So I'm sure you've already noticed that a lot of these artists on my list are female artists. But at number 2, I have this album from an artist which I also discovered this year as well. Actually, all the artists on my list I discovered this year, and the albums that they gave us are pure greatness. So this one is from a male artist, and I'm trash after all. Kidding, they are. The album is from Muzi. It's titled Zeno. So this album really makes me feel some type of way when I'm listening to it. And I don't know how to explain the feeling, but it's a good feeling. I don't know which genre to classify it as really, because on Apple Music it's classified I think as electro or something, but it most definitely isn't. Man, the guy is from Mpangeni, I think, in KZN, and he sings or raps most of the songs in isiZulu, and you know he's actually becoming an international artist on his own right. He's been working with the likes of Coldplay in Europe, to mention just one that I know of. He's been playing a lot in European countries. Oh my god. I don't know, man. The album is just, it is amazing. And I keep using the word amazing, but I feel like, yeah, it is appropriate with all these albums. These albums, so the album is very vibey, it's very dancey, and the lyrics are very catchy as well. And man, it gives you a good feeling, it makes you feel good inside. And there's another song that actually features one of the artists that have been really big this year, the same thing Soweto, and I don't know why the song hasn't blown up, but the album is very good. I saw a lot of people actually got into it when it came out, but I feel like the hype has died down. But trust me, I feel like it is a timeless album. Like 2 or 5 years down the line, you would play it and it would still sound fresh. Like it's not a sound that is current, but it's just a sound that is different. I've actually been conflicted because I wanted to place this album at number 1, but okay, the other album, so it won the number 1 spot, but still, the album is good. I love it. I enjoy it that much. And if you haven't listened to it, go to your streaming platform and search Zeno, Zeno by Muzi, and get your life because, honey, it is that good. Guys, Twitter is very powerful. Like, it is very powerful, and we should just not underestimate it because, wow. The number 1 album, if a mutual follower on Twitter did not screenshot and post that they were listening to this album, and because I'm always looking to hear new music, discover new artists, I was like, let me get into this and hear what it is all about. And it is classified as jazz, but really it is just, the artist doesn't really also want to classify it as jazz, but okay, let's just call it jazz because it's very jazzy. Artists rather nowadays don't really want to box their music, but I guess for some reason we have to, just G for the sake of it. So this is an album by an artist that I would say has become one of my favorite artists in the world. I immediately got the album and I immediately fell in love with it. I To the point where I actually even went to Joburg to see the artist perform at the launch of the album, which was so amazing. Her voice is out of this world. Oh my god. I feel like I've blabbed and blabbed and I haven't even mentioned who the artist or the album is. So this is the album I'm talking about. Indlela Ekhaya by Spam Dlalose. I fell in love with this album the, on my first listen. Again, it is an artist originally from KZN, Mlazi, I think. And, it's one of those albums that you just want to stand out from the very beginning. Like, I follow this pa on Twitter, I follow this pa on Instagram, I went on Facebook and sent my friend request, and she responded to all of this, and Nakona, having an artist interact with the fans about the music just makes the experience even better. Like, I got a chance to see her perform up close and personal. The concert was very intimate, so like I was like right in front of her, and it was so amazing singing along with her because we knew some of the words already back in August. And the album is really, I want to say it is about love, but love in different forms, not just romantic type of situations, but your love for family, your love for your loved ones. It is a love letter, really, and it is an amazing album, and I really really wish Uspa could blow up because such talent does not deserve to just stay underground. It needs to be seen, it needs to be experienced. So yeah, you guys need to listen to this album. This is my number one album, the best album to come out of South Africa according to me. And man, I'm not even reaching. Number one album 2019 according to me, it's Pam Dalose's Indlela Ekhaya. Amazing work, an amazing singer. When someone can sing live so flawlessly, you just know okay, it's over, it's done, it is finished. So yeah, those are my favorite albums to come out in 2019 locally, because like I said earlier, local is lekker. So thank you so much for watching my video. Again, please do subscribe and share with your people on social media. And do follow me as well. On Twitter, my handle is, and on Instagram, my handle is @thirdword.sim. So until next time.